The human eye is a marvel of biological engineering and functions much like a camera. Its complex structure allows it to capture light, process images, and transmit this information to the brain, enabling vision. The cornea is a clear dome structure at the front of the eye that acts as a windscreen protector and bends light to direct it through the pupil. The pupil is essentially the window through which light enters your eye. The size of the pupil changes according to the lighting conditions, getting bigger in darker environments to allow more light in, and smaller when it is very bright. Surrounding the pupil is the iris. This is the coloured part of your eye and contains muscles which control the size of the pupil. The lens sits behind the pupil and its job is to focus light onto the retina at the back of the eye by changing its shape to allow the eye to focus on objects at various distances. To get to the retina, the light must pass through a gel-like fluid called the vitreous humour, which nourishes the eye and helps maintain its eyeball shape. The retina is a very important structure that lines the back of the eye from the optic disc to the oris serrata. It is made up of photosensitive cells called rods and cones and transmits information entering the eye to the optic nerve. As a very metabolically active structure, it receives a good and constant oxygen supply from the choroid and the retinal blood vessels. The retina transmits information to the optic nerve. The optic nerve is comprised of nerve fibres and transmits chemicals and electrical signals to the brain. Most of this information is sent directly to the visual cortex within the cerebral cortex at the back of the brain and will process the signals to form the visual images we perceive. Some of the information will be sent via the optic nerve to the brainstem to determine the size of the pupil.